2025 NBA Draft is officially over. And coming up on today's edition of the Bulls Report by Chat Sports, I'm going to be giving you guys my grades for the two selections the Bulls made. And in round two, at pick number 55, they went Lachlan Olbrich, the big man from Australia. Now, the Bulls were supposed to pick at 45 tonight, but they traded down 10 spots with the Los Angeles Lakers and got cash considerations. Jerry Reinsdorf, he loves cash considerations because he's the cheapest owner in all of sports. And I know a lot of Bulls fans, they wanted Rocco Zikarsky at pick 45, and he was literally selected at pick 45, but the Bulls felt a need to trade back in the draft, and they got Lachlan Olbrich. But if you guys could, hit that subscribe button. Before we dive into Essengue here, I'll be giving you guys my complete grade. I went back last night and really watched a lot more of his tape, and I'm not as high on him as other Bulls YouTubers or other Bulls fans are, so I'll explain my thoughts there. But before we do so, if you guys could, hit that subscribe button. We're 5 subs away from 12,200. I've picked up almost 195 subs over the last 2 days here, so if you guys aren't subscribed just yet, please go down there and hit that subscribe button. So my official grade for the Chicago Bulls in the 2025 NBA Draft, I'm going to give them a D+. And the biggest reason I'm giving them a D+ is because of the Noa Essengue pick. I originally gave the Essengue pick last night a B-. And if I'm being totally honest with you, I didn't do a ton of pre-draft work on him, but after just diving into his tape all last night, I think this pick was kind of a disaster. At least it has the potential to do so. And my biggest concern with Essengue is his slight frame. He weighs 195 pounds, and he does not deal with physicality well at all. And that's on both sides of the floor. Like defensively, people rave about this guy being an all-world, defender, super long, super athletic, and you do see that in certain spots, like being an off-ball defender. He's just got obviously super long arms. He can just naturally rack up steals and blocks, but also he gets pushed around a ton defensively. And if you guys have been watching the NBA playoffs this past year, physicality is at an all-time high, probably since the 90s. And when you have a defender like Essengue, it's not just getting buried under the rim or getting out-physical near the basket. It's guys getting to their pull-up jump shots. They'll just give him a little bump, and since he's so frail, especially in the chest, they can just create separation. And even though he is super long, it doesn't really make up for, his lack of physicality. And then also offensively, he just runs and dunks. And I understand he can develop more, he can improve his handle, he can improve his jump shot. But really, he's just an off-ball cutter that can dunk the basketball. He's a solid passer. I will give him that. They used him in that short roll a whole lot this past season. Also, one thing that, and I said it didn't bother me last night, but it kind of does. He left his team that was playing in the Germany championship. They were up 2-1 in the series, and he left them to be at the NBA draft. Some people don't care about this. I don't think it's a massive deal, but doesn't really scream team guy to me. And he is a very, he has a massive ceiling. There's no doubt about that, just with, his frame, him being 18 and a half years old. But also, and I was saying this on our live stream, the worst word in sports and the most delusional word in sports is potential. Potential is not a real thing. And I feel like the Bulls, this almost felt like they were going to outsmart the rest of the NBA. We found this guy. That's our guy. We're taking him in the lottery. Nobody else was. I know you guys wanted Derek Queen. You guys wanted Sorba, but we know more than y'all. We're going to go take this project. And also, if you think about it, the front office, are these guys going to be around for the next 5 years? Because that's what this pick screams to me. If this was Sam Presti, Brad Stevens making this pick, or Pat Riley, guys that will be there for, no doubt, the next 10 seasons with their organizations, that would make a lot of sense. But is Arturas Karnisovas and Mark Eversley, are they locked in to be the Bulls, president of basketball operations and GM for the next 5 years? Because this guy, I don't think he's going to be playable for 2 seasons at least. He's a kid. He's 18 years old. The Bulls, and I have a lot of people always asking me, when do you think the Bulls can get back to the conference championship? When do you think the Bulls can finally turn this thing around? It's not going to happen anytime soon. With Arturas, Mark still calling the shots, this team will remain in purgatory. And Essengue, yes, if he develops into something in 5 years from now, I hope he does. He's shown nothing on the offensive side of the floor that would tell me that he can stay on the floor. He's not a good three-point shooter, so teams are just going to sag off on him, especially in the half court. I watched a 30-minute video yesterday on him. He probably had 5 ISO buckets in the half court. It's just running in transition. And that's what the Bulls were saying in their press conference. We want to get guys who play well next to Josh Giddey, guys who can run up and down the floor. It's almost like they had blinders on for a certain archetype of player, and then you just got locked in here. I give this pick a C-. I don't think it was a good pick. I would have rather gotten Derek Queen, Thomas Sorber, even a guy like Carter Bryant. Carter Bryant would have had me fired up. But you guys grade the Bulls draft as a whole, giving it a D+. Don't think it was that good. And the biggest reason for the D+ is because of Essengue. I understand a lot of people are high on him. He's got a high upside. I'm not saying I'm going to be right. Like, you're entitled to your own opinion. Everybody is. If you watch this guy and you're like, hey, I'm a believer in him, yeah, sure, go for it. I'm just not. I don't see it with him. I understand he's an athlete, super long, super athletic. Playing the game of basketball, how good is he? Like, the things that matter playing basketball, dribbling, shooting, being a good passer. Like, he's all right as a passer in the short roll, but just dribbling and shooting, beating guys off the dribble, playing a physical style of basketball, which is back in the NBA. It's very disappointing. But if you guys want to get some Bulls draft hats, we got a link for you guys, chatsports.com/BullsDraft. That link will be in the comments section and description of today's show. If you guys want to check them out, I actually think the design on these hats are pretty sweet. So if you guys want to get one for yourself, head over to chatsports.com/BullsDraft to get a Chicago Bulls draft hat today. Link for that in the comments section and description of today's show. But the Bulls in round 2, I'm going to be honest, I had no idea who this guy was before they drafted him. Lachlan Olbrich, big man from Australia. I wonder if this was maybe Josh Giddey. Yeah, if it is Josh Giddey, the reason why the Bulls made this pick, Josh Giddey's calling the shots. He's going to get a mega extension from the Bulls because that's the one thing Arturis can hang his hat on. It's like, oh, I traded Caruso for Josh Giddey, which I don't even know if the Bulls won that trade. I understand Giddey, he had a nice second half of the year, but I don't know. Especially, like, because the Essengue pick, that was a Josh Giddey pick. This guy being from Australia, it kind of makes me think that he was a Josh Giddey pick. But I will say, this guy's on a 2-way contract. I'm not trying to bash him too much. Maybe I'm just salty because they could have got Rocco at 45, but they need to get more cash in their pocket because Jerry Reinsdorf is a cheap MFer. But hey, he's a 6'8", big, 230 pounds. He can't move his feet at all defensively. So he's a 6'8", offensive-minded big who can't protect the rim, and he's a poor defender. This guy will never play real minutes in an NBA game. And if he does, he'll get played off the floor. Overall, I think this draft, I don't want to call it a complete disaster, but it is damn close. Some impressive passing ability, but D+ is what I give it. I want to give this a D-, but I would just say that Essengue does have upside. But again, I don't see it with him. I think potential is a terrible word, and the Bulls are just banking on that. Again, they're in this in-between zone right now. Like, if you are building for the future, why is Kobe White still on the team? Why is Vooch still on the team? You should be trading these guys. I'm just disappointed, man. I miss being a Bulls fan. I miss being an NBA fan. I can't dive into this team anymore. And another big event in the NBA where, you know, the Mavs, all their fans are celebrating. Spurs fans are fired up. Even like Charlotte Hornets fans, they had a great draft. Bulls fans, what are we saying right now? Free agency is going to come. The Bulls got no money. Vooch is making $20 million. Zach Collins is on the book for 18. Herter, 18. Patrick Williams, 18. Those are your 4 top earners on this roster. It's whatever. It's whatever. Just need to get that off my chest. But hey, if you guys love the Chicago Bulls, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon on your way out. And we appreciate all of you guys for watching today's show. Hopefully brighter days are ahead. I'll close it out with some positivity. It sucks right now. There's no doubt. It is a very shitty feeling to be a Bulls fan, but when we are back, when we are in the conference finals, it's going to feel so much better because of these times we're going through right now. Chicago deserves better. You guys still sell at the United Center every single game, and it's impressive stuff, but disappointing draft yet again. See you guys next time. Go Bulls.